can't hear a thing. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now. Hmm. I have it was the weirdest thing. You were like, okay, you ready? I was like, yep. So I was like, okay, let me get my Zen together. Let me, relax, wait for the three, two, hey guys, welcome. And I was like, okay, okay, okay. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. Yeah. So then I looked and I saw you look.
Wow.
And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Hang on.
Wait, you were muted for everyone.
Yeah, I'm muted for everyone. Oh, hello, mate. We've got technical difficulties everywhere here.
Oh my
What is
gosh. All
what
right,
is
so is
kicking
everyone
off?
just hearing me?
Uh, so hang on. I can't wait to redo this intro again. Let me tell you, where I
Okay.
say
Yeah.
welcome everyone. It's brilliant that we've got no technical difficulties. Everyone's saying they can hear me now.
Okay.
Okay, this is. Oh,
Well,
hang on.
Anna Dawes. I just want to, hey, everyone, welcome to this great episode, Wrestling Escape Pod. I just want everyone to know that we are super thrilled to be here with this lack of technical difficulty. And people are saying we're just getting computer audio. I don't know what that means. We are doing this on computers, so of course, people are saying Daze is back now, but the audio is weird. It sounds like the mic is not plugged in. So I think there's some things going on. People are saying it's good now. I think people are concerned. People want to hear the best quality of Days, but we're not here for best quality. We are here to just put on a show, here to talk, and that's what you're going to get. So um, it is me, TTT, the number one Alexa Bliss fan, and I am joined today with a very, very special guest, all the way across the river from Old England. It is Wrestling Days. How are you, buddy?
Hey everyone, hello all, and it's a pleasure to be here with Triple T. Big shout out to Tommy. Can I tell you what I think happened was I just quit literally like a couple of seconds. I was like, Tommy, you all right? We good to go? And I think as soon as I pressed start, all of my settings went see ya like this, and they just went out the room. Like everything for some reason just decided to leave, which I can't say has happened before. So that was a very exciting intro. But here we are anyway, Tommy, and I've got to tell you that I feel absolutely rubbish right now. I
Mm-hmm.
feel my voice is pretty much gone. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I've ever felt this tired in my life. And yeah, the effects of yesterday are still.
Was it COVID? You got COVID?
I might as well have, mate. I tell you, I got
Okay.
football COVID. That's what I got.
Yeah,
I got
dude.
football
Dude.
COVID.
I watched like 5 minutes of one of the games. I saw Kane score a goal right away, and I was like, yo, I don't need to watch anymore. This game's over. This
Yeah.
game's over. The series is over.
Are we saying that goal was because of you watching and your support then?
I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say that I did tell Russian girl that England's gonna win it.
Yes, you did mention this, didn't you? So there was a Russian. Who is this Russian girl?
Just a good friend, just a friend, just a
Okay.
good friend from
Okay.
Russia who is
Okay.
Russian.
Okay.
And she invited me to her league,
Can I just
her
say?
fantasy,
I just want to point something
her
out here.
fantasy.
I'm just. I bet you've been invited to quite a few fantasies, haven't you? We know this community. There's so many jokes that can be made, but have you ever wondered like how weird it was that like you got hacked like a few weeks ago, and now you're revealing that you've got a Russian friend? Like I would have put them together quite quickly if I was you.
Mm-hmm.
One and one,
I
one and
I don't know
one.
how tech savvy she is,
Okay.
honestly.
Okay. Well,
Unfortunately,
I'm
yeah.
just saying I think it's noteworthy.
Okay, so everyone in the chat who is working on our Wikitubia page, please make note of this. Please make note of this so in case something comes up, because Daze is bringing up a real good point.
Thank you.
As always.
So you managed to watch a little bit of the game.
Yes.
And you watched 5 minutes, you saw a goal, and you was like, that's enough for me.
Yes.
Well, in all fairness, that's probably the right way to do it, because I watched 120 minutes and I only saw 3 goals. So, do you know what I mean? By your logic, it was the better way to do it. So, do you know what I mean? You're a clever guy. You only tune in for the goal. It's the way to do it. So, will you be keeping an eye on the final at all on Sunday?
Do you think UK is going to win?
Well, UK's not playing, of course, but if they were, I think...
Wait, they lost?
The UK are out, mate. The UK are out. Yeah. In fact, I never saw the UK join. Wow! I wasn't expecting that response. Well, that's me done then. I'm off. I can't believe the UK are out. Oh, my God. Right, well, I don't even know why. Hello.
What happened, Daze?
Well, I mean, England are still in.
Oh. Okay.
God, yeah.
You got me.
You should have seen your face.
Okay, so is England's gonna win, right?
Yeah, definitely England's gonna win. That's confirmed.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's actually breaking news.
Oh, did Dave Meltzer text you about
breaking
this?
News. Huh?
Did Dave Meltzer let you know about this?
Yeah, Dave Meltz got in touch. The only thing we need you to do is just tune in for like a couple of minutes during the final, just so that we can get a goal. And then that should be enough. We'll win it 1-0. We'll take a 1-0.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine.
Hell yeah.
If you could tune in early, because I just don't need the stress, to be honest, of going all the way through the game, not knowing if England are going to score or not. So if you could tune in like the first couple of minutes, England will get the goal. I'll take a 1-0. That'd be fantastic. So, but I gotta tell you, I'm really gonna miss the tournament when it's gone. I've absolutely loved it. It's been absolutely brilliant. So I will definitely miss it, and that kind of inspired my thoughts for this episode, because I was trying to think what kind of. It's always good to have some sort of theme, and I think that a nice theme would be like most memorable moments. It can be wrestling or things that have happened in your life. And actually, you know, that led me to a question that I've got for you, right? What is the most memorable moment that you've had whilst being on a date? You don't have to answer it straight away, but I thought this was a great question that people would love to have asked. What is the most memorable so when you ask it, what is like the number one thing that comes to mind? I mean, it might be one we've already spoke about, but
yeah.
Like,
do you have an answer for that? To turn the script.
What for being on a date?
Yeah.
Not really. To be honest, I'd have to think about it. I might be able to come up with. I think the problem is whenever I've been on a date, they've always been a bit standard. I've had no adventures like you. Do you know what I mean? Like if I've been on a date, I think I tend to play it quite middle of the road. Because you like if you are going on a date or something, you don't want to go crazy, do you? You don't want to do anything like really too out there.
Hiking.
Yeah,
Or
no,
going
you're
for a
like,
walk.
yeah. I mean, I'm not sure that's advisable, to be honest. I tend to meet up for like drinks, maybe go for a meal. You know, pretty run of the mill standard stuff. Oh, okay. I've just thought of one. So I went out on a date once with a girl, and we ended up like really getting on, and like we went for a few drinks. So I think we met up about 8 o'clock. By about 11:30, midnight, we're both, you know, we've both had a good drink by that point. She's having a good time, as girls do whenever, you know. Of course.
It's wrestling days.
It's going to happen, isn't it? You're going to have a lovely time. So she's having a lovely time. And she's like, oh, my God, I know this place. I know this place that we've got to go to. So we ended up going to this little bar that was still open. Because in the UK, it's probably different to Boston. There's not many places in the UK that you can go for drinks after, like, midnight. So are there lots of places in Boston?
Boston pretty much closes down at like 1 a.m., so it's probably very similar.
Yes, I would say that was very similar, yes. There's clubs that you can go to, but like all the pubs tend to close at 11. So you don't tend to have like places to drink. So there tends to be a few places with like late night licenses, but you sort of need to know about where they are to go there. So anyway, cut a long story short, we ended up going to this bar. It was a karaoke bar, right? We got inside, we were both drunk, and I swear to God, I ended up singing, like I was singing all night long in this karaoke bar. She was constantly like dragging me up, and we were doing like duets together and everything. But for a lot of the night, I ended up singing like romantic duet songs, like "Don't Go Breaking My Heart" and stuff, with a transvestite that was in there. And like there was this small group of transvestites because this bar was in like the LGBTQ area of Birmingham, and I don't know that area. But she knew it, and she knew that bar was open, and so we ended up going there. And obviously, you've got just loads of different types of people around. I mean, it was awesome. It was a fantastic night, and it was just like not when you meet up and go on a date with a girl and you're going out for a few drinks. You don't expect to be singing "Don't Go Breaking My Heart" with like Queen Latifah at flipping 1 a.m. Do you know what I mean? In some random karaoke bar. So I gotta say that's gotta be right up there for like most memorable.
Okay. Yeah. I when you asked the question right away, it's the dead duck girl, dead baby ducks getting hit by car. Yeah. That one. How can that be topped? That's just like
that's good. That is good.
So because it's just like that didn't need to happen.
You'll have to repeat the story for those that didn't hear it.
All right. So, on a date, it was fine. It was nice. She was very cool, very intelligent, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, intellectually and physically. And we were just walking, nice, beautiful, romantic walk by the ocean, strolling on a nice path, a walking date. And then she sees a bunch of ducks and she's like, "Oh, they're so cute." And this woman goes, "You just missed it. A car hit 2 of them and ran over the baby ducks. Didn't even stop. Then see that guy over by the water? He's putting the dead ducks into the lake. You missed it. You see that little girl back there? She's crying her eyes out because she saw those ducks die. Yeah, I didn't want y'all to be happy in this moment because ducks just died. Have a nice day."
I mean, what the flip do you do with that? I mean, oh my God. Yeah, talk about ruining a mood.
Yeah.
That was horrific. So were the ducks in the sea?
I don't know. I don't know water, man. You asked me how many trees are in my backyard. I can't answer that. So you're trying to.
Well, also maybe ask it because, like, if you was about to tell me you got loads of ducks in the sea, I'd be like, I've never seen ducks in a sea before. We tend to have them in ponds and things.
It's Charles River. That's what we got. We got the Charles River. Shout out to Charles in the chat.
Yeah. We've got a Prince Charles. It's good to know that you've got a River Charles.
Shout out to Prince.
Yeah, Prince Charles.
Prince Rogers Nelson.
So, yeah, that was a pretty memorable one. That was good. Have you had any dates this past week?
No, thank God.
No. Any coming up?
Yeah. We'll see. There might be some story times coming up. Some scary moments have happened, and I'm interested in how they're going to pan out.
In fairness, I don't even ask you now for story time. I ask you because I'm waiting for the one that's successful. I think the community is now. I mean, I think that you have given us more than we could ever ask for when it comes to story times.
Bad dates?
Yeah, bad dates and everything, and like quirky moments. So I don't even ask for that now. Now I just want you to find a girl, settle down, have kids, be happy, all that kind of stuff. So
and have her be a guest on this pod.
More so that, because I would love to speak to her. So, I mean, if you could have got like the duck woman to have come on, that would have been perfect. I'd love to have spoken to the duck woman. Oh my God, you should have sent it.
So when that happened, I should have said to my date, hey, can you wait just a minute and go up to that girl and be like, I'm doing a podcast. Would you mind
here's my
coming
card
on for like a 10-minute interview?
You need a Wrestling Escape pod card.
I do.
You don't have a Boston accent as well, by the way.
I do sometimes. I say cockies instead of khakis.
You say what? Sorry,
I
remembering that
say
this is PG.
I say cockies
Oh
instead
my
of
God.
khakis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, khakis. Sounds like car
Yeah, yeah,
keys. Hey, where's my
Yeah, exactly.
khakis?
Yeah, they're in the closet. No, I sometimes sometimes when I was hanging out in New York, meeting up with my gamer friends, and I don't remember what I said, but I totally dropped my R, and it was such a hard Boston accent that they were like, "Yo, this kid's from Boston." But no, I don't really have it unless I'm lazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that you've like born and raised there, and it just I can't detect it at all.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
but interesting.
unless I'm talking about cockies.
Yeah, well,
I do
indeed.
say wicked too. I say wicked a lot.
Is that a Boston thing or a 90s thing?
Yeah, it's a Boston thing. It's a Boston thing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
wicked cool, man.
Okay. So, yeah. So, memorable moments then in regards to, like sport. Are you a sports person? I don't think I've ever really asked.
Red Sox winning the 2004 World Series. I remember I watched them since I was a kid, and there was this big thing called like a curse. They were never going to win the big game, and then they won it in 2004. Kevin Youkilis or someone punched Derek Jeter. It was awesome, and then the Red Sox won the World Series. The curse was reversed, and it was actually real cool because Brady was doing this thing around that time too. So we were the city of kings, Boston.
Who had put the curse on you? Was it the New York people?
Yeah, it was Babe Ruth and the Yankees. They
Oh, it was the
colluded.
Yankees. Right.
They went to Montauk, did some mind control, and yeah, we got this curse on us.
Okay. I have actually. I mean, I know nothing about baseball. I have been to one game. I saw the Blue Jays in Toronto.
Ooh, okay.
I went to that stadium when I was young.
Yo, I'm gonna just cut you off for a hot second
Please.
to give everyone breaking news. Today, I went to a museum, the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, which, if anyone has read Daniel Bryan's biography, it is the exact location he says he went on his first date with Brie Bella.
Wow. And is that why you went there?
I'm not saying that's why I went there, but that's why I went there.
Yeah, just to kind of feel like you were on the date as well, but just a little bit late. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Okay, so you saw the Blue Jays.
Yeah. So, do you follow baseball, or is it literally just that one game that you remember, like that you bothered about?
I used to follow it a lot. I don't follow it anymore.
Right. Okay.
Like I stopped following probably in like 2006 or something.
I think baseball has always been a game that's really interested me because it's very American, and we don't have that here. We don't really have anything like it. The closest we've got, of course, would be probably cricket, which is very, very popular. But like, obviously, you've got baseball, which tends. Whenever I think baseball, I obviously think America. I do think Japan. Someone's saying to me that Japan have got like a lot of baseball teams as well, or they're into baseball. Something weird like that, but obviously primarily America. So it's like this funny American sport that like the rest of the world just doesn't seem to play, apart from maybe Japan. And it's so obviously well known over there and everything that, yeah, it's got like this little intrigue to it. Like, what are they doing over there, eh? What are they doing? What are they up to over there? Like, how'd you play that game then? And it always seems to go on like forever. Like, I think it was The Simpsons, like a Simpsons episode where they're like bottom of the ninth and there's people falling asleep or something. It's like they've been there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So, yeah, I ended up going to a game when I went to Toronto when I was at school. There was a school trip that we went on to Canada.
So you were like 17? So what was this, 4 years ago?
It's about, hang on. It was about, how old was I? I would have been about 13, actually. So it's about 8 years ago now.
Okay.
So, yeah, I went to Toronto with school, and we ended up going around like Toronto, seeing Niagara Falls, of course. But one of the things we did was obviously go up that big tower. Is it the CN Tower? I think.
I don't know. I'm not Canadian. Sonny, is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, CN Tower, I think, or something along those lines. It's the one that's on the cover of the Drake album.
Okay, Drake's from Canada.
Yeah, wow, and also obviously Toronto, big fan of the Raptors.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's on the cover of one of his more recent albums. He is sat on top of what I think is the CN Tower, which is in Toronto. So yeah, I went there and I also saw the Blue Jays play because the stadium's right underneath it. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good day out, and I hadn't got a clue what was going on. I didn't learn anything, but I really enjoyed sitting and watching it and just cheering for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, baseball is fun because like if you're with friends, you can chat for most of it, and then if you hear someone hit the ball, you can be like, whoa, 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 and the rest of the time just chill out. So it's very easy sport to go to and just chill out, enjoy a beautiful night,
Do you know what?
something like that.
Cricket is exactly the same.
Really?
For that, yeah, cricket, you can actually a cricket game can last 5 days, right? Which is amazing, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah.
So, and often they do last 5 days. Like they're not they're kind of meant to in a way, but so what you would do is obviously you'd get there like 11 o'clock, and by 6 o'clock at night, like you will have seen lots of action, but and the game will have been it'll swing back and forth. Someone's doing better than the other team, and it'll swing throughout the day as to who's doing better, but it won't actually be completed for like 5 days. And so very much, yeah, you would never go to the cricket and just watch every ball and be like, shh, you know what I mean? And like pay super close attention to every single ball and you wouldn't do that. Like you go to have some beers, chat with your mates, and when there's a big play, when something massive happens, then of course, you're there for it. So yeah, very similar. Very, very similar.
Hmm. Hmm.
So in regards to wrestling, just to bring it to wrestling, when you think about like memorable moments, what is it that kind of comes to mind for you? I mean, the reason that we're talking about memorable moments, we've spoken about memorable moments in sport, and we've spoken about memorable moments in dating. But the reason we're talking about memorable moments is because yesterday, when England won against Denmark at Euro 2020 in the semi-final, I would say that is maybe the biggest football moment I've ever seen. It's certainly top three. So, I mean, it's right up there. It's right up there. So, kind of made me think about memorable moments, and I thought it was a nice theme to explore on this
Hmm.
week's episode.
Okay, I'll kick it off. I usually always talk about Daniel Bryan turning on the Wyatt family. That's one moment that always sticks with me. But to make it a little less WWE centric, I will pivot to the time I met Samoa Joe. I was at a wrestling show with my mom, and he was just doing meet and greets. You had to pay like $8, and we thought they were free pics. So we were in the line, and to do the picture with him, he was just sitting and going, and it's like an $8 picture. You stand in front of the table while he does that. And my mom and I were gonna get a pic together and send it to my friend who loves Samoa Joe. But once we heard it was $8, we didn't do it.
Oh, really? That was like, no,
Yeah.
you've got a limit. You've got a line.
Yeah.
So we're
Like
saying,
$5 maybe.
yeah, but $8,
No.
no.
Who does he think he is?
Yeah, Samoa Joe. So, yeah. So what? That's one of your most memorable moments.
That's the most memorable wrestling moment of my life.
The most memorable
Samoa Joe
wrestling,
charging $8.
and you refusing to do it.
Yeah.
Really, I think that's a great moment. When I think about that, actually, I went to an indie show. It's one of the only indie shows I've ever been to, but and so I do keep talking about it. I feel like a broken record, but it was in Wolverhampton. It was the one that had the Elite, and it had British Strong Style and all of that. And I remember like massive queue. It was bouncing with rain, like it was hammering. It could not rain harder, and the queue was obviously outside. So, like, the queue goes all the way around the outside of the building, and I'm, of course, right at the end. So we're standing there. It is cold. It is raining. It takes about an hour to get inside. The venue probably should have held about 500. Easily had 1,000 people in there, and to the point where there was people having to stand because there was obviously no seats. So not only was the bar area rammed because no one could sit down, but the actual aisles, like where the seats people are sitting, is got people standing as well. Like it is literally, you could not fit another person in there. So I finally get into the building, and with all these people around, you can imagine what it's like. It's like, like, where's the bar? Where's our seats? We have actually got seats. Where's our seats? Where's the bar? And I remember walking in, and right there in front of you, as soon as you walk in, is Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Trent Seven. Like, of all the people in this place, to walk in and have them just there, like, it was really, really bizarre. And you kind of look at it and you go, oh my God. Like, I really wasn't expecting to walk in and just be greeted with 3 of the main event stars. 3 of the reasons why we've come. I ended up getting a picture with Tyler after buying his shirt. But yeah, I
What
wish
pose did you do? Did you go like this, or did you go? Yeah, can you confirm?
This is pre me finding out that such poses were commonplace.
Okay.
I very much just played it cool with just.
Did you do like the hi? Daze.
I think I just put my arm around him. He put his arm around me, and we just have a.
Did you hover hand at least?
Did I do what?
Hover hand.
What's the hell's that?
You know, when people are have too much anxiety to actually touch the person, so they kind of put their hand. Okay. Do I have to show another picture? All right.
I'm really. I don't know why I'm a bit scared about this one. What the hell is hover hand?
Oh, yeah. You got it. You hover the hand. It's like you're too afraid to touch the person. You have too much anxiety, so you hover your hand.
No, I've never even heard of this. This is something you've made up. You've actually made some up in your head.
I have not made it up.
And now you're making it seem like it's a thing that you're trying to justify it. What's happened here is you've done this. You've done this when you've created this because you have been in an awkward situation, and the way that you have dealt with it is by saying, yeah, I did the hover hand. I did, yeah, to your friends. Your friends are like, what the flip was that? And you're like, yeah, hover hand, when you do the, yeah, everyone does it. Yeah. And now you've got to live that lie. That's what's happening.
People do it. I bet people in the chat are going to be like, I always hover hand.
I don't think they are. I'm pretty sure you've made it up.
People are just talking about potato salad in the chat. They're just like,
okay, they're off. They're on their own. That's absolutely fine. Yeah.
But I do have some nice pictures of myself doing said poses, but unfortunate, I can't find them.
Okay.
So I don't. If you want to stall, feel free to do so.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope everyone is recovering well after yesterday. Genuinely, I feel absolutely awful today. Not because of drinking or anything like this. I didn't have any more to drink or anything after the streams. I just feel like everything got taken out of me. I managed to get a good night's sleep, but when you're
Alexa Bliss Gamer 0809 in the chat. I know what TTT is talking about. Confirmed. Vindicated, Daze.
Listen,
that's the term for today.
Of all the people to have your back, I absolutely didn't expect it to be Alexa Bliss Gamer, let me tell you. What was it that you posted on Twitter?
I said that I'm the #1 Alexa Bliss stan. Always and forever.
Okay. I mean, you haven't really shown or displayed that.
All right, so here you... Yeah. Y'all want... Okay, so... See how I'm not actually touching her?
Is that Tennille?
That's what we call the hover hand. All right, you see it?
When did you meet her? Why is that another picture of you with a wrestler pulling another funny face? I can see. Yes, I can see it. But
no touch. No touch.
What a face! What a face! No touch there. Oh my God! It looks like you've got up to a pane of glass. It looks like you've gone up to a window and gone.
And this
Like
is
this? What are you doing? Oh my God, what are you doing? Is that Tasha Steeles?
no,
No.
it's Sea Star.
Sea Star.
What is her name? What is her name?
What is her name? I think she was in
Tell me, her
NWA.
sister. Yeah.
Do I know her as
her
Tasha
sister is-
Steeles?
Tell me, EXO, but what is her name? Oh my, Ashley Vox.
Ashley Vox. Yes, that's it. Yes, she was in
Yeah.
NWA.
So that's Hoverhand. That's
That is.
that's like
I don't know what
you've
you're
never
doing.
done that.
No, I don't know
You
what.
gotta
that is.
do it.
No, it
And
looks
see,
weird.
here I'm doing it to Austin Green, rest in peace. Gray, rest in peace. There you go. You know,
What is that? What is that? What are you doing? You're putting your arm like not actually on someone. Just
yeah, it's
like
because you're too nervous. You're very nervous. You've never touched a woman in your life, or you've never touched a man in your life, so you're nervous, Daze. That's how it works.
Okay. Can anyone in the chat right now please confirm if they've ever done this? Ever? Why would you ever meet someone and then go, oh, just like hover it? But if someone did that to me and their hand was like hovering here, I'd be like, is you all right?
Every time I hang out with DGDX, that's all we do at New York Comic Con. We just take pictures with people and hover hands.
Does he know what it is?
Oh, he knows. I don't think he does it, actually. I think he does Spider-Man poses. Hold on, let me find the classic. We met up last year.
I think he only knows what it is because you've told him that it's a thing. Yeah.
I don't know. Alexa Bliss Gamer knows what it is, so it might be.
Yeah, but that's just Alexa Bliss stands sticking together, isn't it? That's what that is. That's Alexa Bliss stands uniting.
We are stands united. Also, sorry to totally derail yet again a podcast by showing pictures of myself. All right.
Yeah,
Here y'all go. This is me and DG at New York Comic Con. DG is doing a Spider-Man pose, and
how many women are there? How many women? That's
two.
it's a bit close. It won't focus.
Oh
Two
my
women.
Gosh,
Oh,
is it
really?
focusing now?
Not really. Can you put that onto Twitter? Because I would love to see what that picture actually looks like. Because you just look. Oh, it's starting to focus now. Yeah, now we've got focus. Now your face looks awkward. I mean, no offense.
Spider-Man pose.
It's Spider-Man pose. What are they
Other
wearing?
hand.
What are they dressed as? Are these real
I
women?
don't know.
Are they real?
Yes.
They're real.
Yeah, why would they be fake?
Well, they might have been statues. I can't quite tell.
No, only real people. Only real people in the chat.
Real
Only real
hashtag
people.
real people for life.
Yeah. Always and forever.
Okay. Are you going to put that on Twitter?
And then
Yeah.
here's me hover handing some TikTok person.
What are you dressed as? You look like you're dressed out as someone that's been at Las Vegas. You look like you own lions.
I'm just like,
Who's
I'm
that?
just vibing this.
Dude, you are showing these pictures. We're getting like a little glimpse of them, but people aren't going to be able to make them out as much as people want to study these. That last one, right? I need both of them on Twitter.
You know,
Yeah.
Austin is gonna screenshot it. Austin is gonna upscale it. He's gonna put it through some like waifu 2x anime upscale program.
That last one honestly made you look like you was in Siegfried and Roy. I honestly,
Yeah.
it did. It did. That
Okay.
last one, I looked at it and I thought that was taken from your Las Vegas show.
Mhm.
And the one before, I couldn't work out. I mean, it just looked like you was in some kind of Dark Crystal remake or something, or some kind of living anime, or
Okay.
it was brilliant.
Well, I will say I'm a little. People are saying they know what Hoverhand is. Max is getting a little pissy about Hoverhand, saying
Why?
it's absolute BS. I don't know why he has such anger and venom towards Hoverhand, but Max,
Well,
I'm sorry.
I think I'm Team Max.
Oh, really?
I think I'm Team Max.
Absolute BS.
I don't get it. I don't get it. If you're gonna meet someone, how you doing, mate? Yeah, you know, if you get to put your arm around like someone, get a picture, and it looks like you're having a really good time for that split second, but to like hover, I would find that super distracting if it was like the hand was hovering here like this. You know, if you meet someone and you're like, "How you doing, buddy?" Yeah, we can have a picture, and the hand's like hovering here, I'd be like. I don't know what it's gonna. I don't know what this hand's gonna do.
Standing like this is better. Like,
What if it starts? What if when the picture's taken, it like comes over here or something? Do you know what I mean?
No. The point is, it doesn't touch. You gotta keep it as far away
Yeah, I don't
as possible.
know. Yes, but I don't know what it's doing, do I? The hand is here. It's like hovering next to my face.
What the hand is doing?
I don't know what the hand's doing, do I? Well, the pitch
No.
as soon as the picture's about to be taken, it might just go. I don't know what it's gonna do.
So when you got your picture with Tyler Bate, was he like, "Yo, excuse me, sir, can you not slap my face?" And you were like, "Oh, sorry," because you were slapping
because
his
I'll tell you
face?
what, I put my hand on his shoulder and he could feel where the contact was.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
I don't think at any point he was expecting my hand to come off the shoulder and go, and just give him a little. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he was expecting that. Whereas, do you imagine if I just dangled it next to his face like this? And also, I don't know why, but I feel like you're doing this as the picture's going to be taken. Like your hand's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's because it feels nervy to me. So in my mind, the hand's hovering like this, and it's like, oh, I would find that so distracting. I'm team Max. Team Max for life.
James Chadwick is saying, must be an American thing.
Yeah,
Because
must
Brits
be.
don't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying they don't know about it. Yeah. Austin is giving us pro strat, which is just keep your hands down, which is valid. That's valid.
Which, in all fairness, that has been said to Austin so many times. Like, that is, when the police arrive, it's the first thing they say to him.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, sir. Keep your hands down. Keep your hands down, sir.
Here you go. Exclusive for you, Daze. This is what it's like in motion.
Motion? Oh my God, that's freaky. Look at her head. Can you see how she's trying to pull away from you? It looks...
No, she's pulling closer.
I don't know. No, she's not pulling closer. She's like, oh, she's flinching. Look at it. She's actually flinching. She's actually flinching.
Someone is...
It's not... Oh my God. Oh, what's he going to do?
Cutting down a tree next door.
Well, yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they are. Hopefully they actually cut it down and don't just hover next to it.
Do you hear this?
No.
Did you pick that up? Also, I just broke my headphones, so...
No, didn't pick it up.
No.
Don't you try and leave this conversation. This was meant to be a conversation about most memorable moments.
Oh, no. It's a kid on a motorcycle revving it.
Okay.
I don't think kids are supposed to be allowed on motorcycles, Daze.
Do you need to yell out the window?
Do you hear that? Do you hear that, Rev?
Young man, stop it! Do you need to have a...
Yeah, I'm trying to be professional here. Is everyone picking that up?
No, I'm not picking it up, no. Do you need to go full on Boston on him?
Yeah!
Hey,
maybe I do.
Young man, hey, what you doing? Oh, that's Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what would Boston be?
Boston, just drop the R's and be super lazy with talking. Do a bad Australian accent, basically.
Struth, mate. Welcome to the dingo. Love the old crocodile stew, mate. Going down to the baseball. Have you ever tried hoverhand? Yeah, I don't think that's Boston. I don't know. I don't know.
No. You gotta like the back of the car. You know, car is a really easy word to do.
Back of the car.
Like, you know how to say cockies? Cockies. Instead of potato, you say bodado.
Bodado? You say
bodado? Yeah, I don't.
Hey, pass me the bodado. Pass me the bodado.
Yeah. Just speak super lazy, and that's the Boston accent, basically.
Okay, nice. There we go. So, in my mind, everyone watching now is trying out saying bodado in a very slow, lazy manner. Bodado.
I'm wearing I got a bodado stain on my cockies.
Did you see wrestling this week?
I want to lift up SmackDown because I saw SmackDown. It was a few years ago, and Batista came out, and I got to see his pyro in person. That was a real memorable moment because that was real cool. Also got to see John Cena tag with the Shield going against the Wyatt family and Kane, which was another memorable moment. Shout out to the dark matches that WWE used to do because those were real cool. Also, shout out to wrestling this week. I think something big happened. Jimmy Black showed up on Impact, and something happened on SmackDown, right? Like, oh, Jay Uso got arrested. Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, Jimmy Uso,
Yeah.
Yeah, I do find, I don't know why, I don't know if it's because I'm a boomer, because I am, and that's confirmed. But I am just finding that a lot of like the news and a lot of the things to do with wrestling at the moment just genuinely don't interest me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just not bothered. People
That's why we're
like
talking more about football.
Yeah, I think
and this little boy riding on a motorcycle next door.
I do wonder if the product was better, right? And this isn't a knock because, we're always quite critical. So it's not a knock, but I'm just saying if the product was better, because I'm pretty sure everyone in the world can agree that it could be better. Even if you love it, you could agree it could be better. I just wonder if the product was better. Would we all focus so much on a lot of these other stories? Maybe we would. Maybe someone like Jimmy Uso would always be newsworthy. Him getting arrested again, maybe it would always be newsworthy. But I genuinely saw it, and I don't know, maybe I'm just in a different headspace at the moment or whatever, but I genuinely saw it, and I was just like, oh, why has he done that for? Like, to me, it felt like he's got a problem. Do you know what I mean? It felt like something's not right. But, I mean, the amount of, like, coverage that got and the amount of people that were talking about it and the amount of, like, I saw more people talking about Jimmy Uso getting arrested than I think I have any wrestling story or angle or anything that's happened on a show. Maybe like this year. I can't think of really much this year. Like it just seemed, maybe it was just my timeline, or maybe it was just for some reason the internet recommended every single story to me about Jimmy Uso. But I genuinely was going through my timeline and like everyone was talking about it. I went put WWE like every news article. I'm just like, oh man. I mean, I suppose it is newsworthy, but it's just a bit of a sorry state of affairs if that's like, do you know what I mean? The story.
I only heard like one story, and I have a friend, and she was like, "Yo, Jimmy Uso." That was it for me. So I don't know if it was the algo or just like you're more into the wrestling world than I am. Kind of on the peripheral, and it is interesting because like every day I do check wrestling news. I do like to see what's going on. And just so often, like. Oh, that happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. It's weird. It just feels weird at the moment. Like I feel like I feel like it is important, and I feel like I should have a bigger reaction to it. But I just kind of, for whatever, maybe it's the fact the Euros are on and England are playing and all that kind of stuff that I'm a bit distracted, maybe. But just kind of, or maybe it's also the fact that I'm so tired of just so much like negative news that I just wish there was some big cool story that was like, do you know what I mean? Something really good.
Here we go.
Go on.
Top of Figure 4W online. John Cena books role in Argyle spy thriller movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I did hear this. And now there's question marks about him being at SummerSlam.
Oh, legit?
Yeah, apparently so. So apparently he's going to be filming a film, which is what you do film. You film a film in August time, which is going to be when SummerSlam is. So the news that I've seen today is that he might not be at SummerSlam now, or there's question marks as to whether he'll be at SummerSlam, because obviously he's been pretty much guaranteed for SummerSlam, and so now people are questioning: will Brock Lesnar take his place? Brock, we don't even know if Brock's going to be there. There's lots of rumors that WWE would like him to be there, but I don't know if financially they're going to be able to make it work. And also, I really can't figure out what's happening at WWE with all of this downsizing, letting a lot of wrestlers go. I mean, to my knowledge, they're not in financial trouble. So are they cutting people to get ready for a sale? Are they just looking at the fact that AEW tends to be, under 1 million viewers now, and well, if they get Alistair Black, it's not going to move the dial that much. If they get Andrade, it's not going to move the dial that much. If they get whoever, it's not going to move the... Perhaps WWE have come to the conclusion there's actually only like a handful of stars that will really move the dial for AEW. And, maybe now they're just getting back to a more respectable wage bill rather than the astronomical one that they've had. So, there's been a lot of that. I mean, I think, do you know what? I think that's it. I think we've just answered as to why the Jimmy news felt a bit like flat for me. I mean, flat's maybe not the right word, but when you've gone through so many people losing their jobs and there's been so many people that have been released and there's all that uncertainty and you've come through a pandemic, to then find like the news is that Jimmy Uso's been arrested. It's not, that would hit harder if everything was great and then boom, here's some bad news. But you know what? It's just been this constant stream of bad news. So I think as a result, that's why it just kind of... I think I looked at it and I was like, oh, stupid boy, deserves to be punished, deserves, needs to get help. But I certainly didn't look at it and think, wow, we need to do an emergency stream. We need to do an emergency stream. We need to talk about this. This is a big deal. What's it going to mean for the Roman story? I just didn't feel any of that. But I think it's because there's been so much pain and heartache this year.
Wrestling burnout.
Well, maybe.
Burnout Inc. Does he still make videos?
I'm not sure. I have enjoyed looking at football, though. That has been good to just kind of cleanse the palate a little bit. So I really will miss these Euros when they're done. I really will. They've been so much fun. It's been great to see so many people enjoying them as well. So is there like a tournament or like anything in sport that you really look forward to?
Outside of wrestling, it's not Eurovision.
Okay.
Are you gonna do that Eurovision Watchalongs? Wrestling keeps down this path.
I suppose I could. We could end up doing that. We could do that. Oh my God! Why don't we have a Eurovision party? Imagine if the Wrestling Escape Pod did a Eurovision Watchalong next year.
Yes,
that would be the best. That would be the best.
Be so down. I'll try and get Russian Girl to make an appearance.
Amazing. Do you? So you do get it shown in America then? I didn't think it was even shown.
I went to a friend's house and they showed it once. I don't know if they use like some weird internet stuff, but yeah, we watched it.
Okay. It is weird, isn't it? This like competition in Europe where every country sends a song and we like literally everyone votes. Like my parents have voted before. I can remember where I was when England, the UK won it in '97. Like it's a show that you do watch each year. I mean, in all fairness, as I've got older, I haven't actually watched it for a good few years now. But when I was a kid, it'd be something you'd look forward to, and it's something you would watch. Yeah. And it can be a lot of fun, and the songs can actually be quite catchy. Some of the winners,
yeah.
Some of the winners have been like awesome. So
bangers, yeah.
I didn't hear this year's though. I know that the UK got no points, but I didn't watch it and I didn't hear any of the entries, so I can't tell you. I had no idea if this was any good. But...
It's because we wanted to start with a clean slate.
What's so? Well, hang on. You said not Eurovision, and then we spoke about Eurovision.
Your question. I don't think there is like a thing like that. Like some people get super into the Grammys, the Oscars, all that jazz. I'm not into that. I think for me, it just comes down to wrestling contests, because oftentimes these American sports get boring when they finally make it to the main event. It's not like these soccer games or these Eurovisions, which are always popping off. So I'm gonna stick with nothing.
Yeah, so what's your hobby then? What is it that you actually do?
I read books. I play video games. I read books.
Play video games. Okay.
I read X-Men comics. I play guitar.
Are you playing any video games at the moment? And this is my follow-up question. Do you use the projector?
All right. The projector can't work with video games because there's too much of a delay. I was playing a little Hollow Knight, but I don't like playing hard video games, and that's a very hard video game, so I stopped because I like to uh, relax after work with a nice video game. But that one, it was like I just kept dying. It's like, bro.
Hmm. I saw there's a new Hot Wheels video game that looks really cool.
Yeah.
Right, you can build your own tracks and everything. I saw the trailer for it,
Okay.
and I was like, "That's me. That is." I
Yeah.
don't give a flip about running around and trying to kill people, but I do like the idea of building my own track. And if the racing is as good as like, did you ever play Micro Machines?
No.
Oh my God, Micro Machines was amazing. It was on like the Genesis Mega Drive. I think it might have been on like the SNES as well. I'm not too sure. But basically, you was obviously little cars, but the tracks were like snooker tables. So you'd go around, the balls would like line the track, and then you'd have to go up the queue, and then you'd like go to a different part. And all the tracks were like these really like a kitchen top with like flour and things you got to try and avoid. And it was a lot of fun, and it was really a really fun, different kind of racing game. Obviously not realistic, but yeah, it was really good. And I thought, if this Hot Wheels is going to be like that, do you know what? If it's cheap, might just 20 odd quid, build your own tracks, race around on those tracks. You might get some out of that.
Yeah.
Might be all right.
Yeah.
That's my kind of. I'm more into that than I am in the latest Battlefield. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Same. I like stories. I like easy gameplay. I like games that I can just pick up and play after work and just be like, okay, this is nice.
Hey, did we do an episode on video games? Have we ever actually spoke about video games?
We did wrestling, but not non-wrestling.
I wonder if what about next week? It'll be very difficult to not talk about England if they win. If England lose, it will be very easy to not. Well, I mean, I'm feeling all right about it, but it is 50-50. It is
that's fair.
It's definitely 50-50. There's a lot of people that have said that they could see England getting to the final and not winning. So yeah, I think it is.
Who's saying this? Name names.
Pundits, ex-players,
toxic players. Of course, players are playing. That's all they ever do.
People that have played the game are saying this.
Yeah.
So, but no,
Losers.
I think it's 50-50. So if England win, I'm pretty sure I'll mention it. But if they lose, I'm pretty sure I will forget it ever happened. But yeah, either way, we should definitely talk video games next week. I think that might be fun.
Yeah.
That might be fun.
That would be very fun.
Are we getting a react? I can't see the community. So what kind of reaction is that getting? Are they overwhelmed?
They're still in their own world. They are in their own world. They're talking about watching a Gem and Holograms watch along. Bob the Builder watch along. They're really. They took our Eurovision Watchalong, and they're like going for it. They're in a whole new galaxy. Wow.
So we've what you're saying is that we've got them right where we want them.
Yeah, listening to us.
Not listening to us, having their own conversations. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. We've got such an ability to do that. That takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of skill.
It really does. And usually this is the point where we throw it over to the audience and ask them questions, but I don't think we do because they're asking each other questions.
Well, do you know what? What we've managed to achieve is we've got a community that like literally just looks after itself. We've got a community that's self-serving, which is the best community to have. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a low maintenance community, and I really appreciate that. But I do think that next week we should talk video games because I would be very interested to know what your first computer system was. I'd be very interested to know what your favorite was, what you're playing at the moment, what you're looking forward to, your favorite games of all time, favorite moments. I mean, I've got loads and loads that I can talk about. So, because my relationship with video games is not that extensive, but I have really got addicted to a couple. And some of them I've really put some time into. One of which I'm actually thinking of downloading again soon. And by soon, like next couple of days. I'm really tempted to download Fallout 3.
Snap.
Have you ever played Fallout 3?
I have. I did. I played it on like PlayStation 3. It might be super broken for Windows right now.
Oh, why?
It might be fixed.
Why?
Because Windows 10 and them not keeping up with Windows updates and stuff like that. I don't think it runs very well. But if you're technical, I don't know. I don't know if you're technical, Days. People probably have a workaround or something. But
well, I mean, in all fairness, how much could it be to just buy it on the PlayStation Store?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, and then you don't need to do a workaround. I mean, I could just download it on the PlayStation rather than just buy it off Steam. If it's like £10 or something like this, then yeah, why not? I've probably got the game around somewhere, but it'll be in a box, and whatever. What I mean.
Yeah.
But I love that game.
Yeah.
I got about 60-70% through it, and then I can't remember what happened. This is a true story. I think I got lost. I think in the game I got so lost that I could not figure out where I was, how to progress, and as a result I had to put the game down. Like, I'm sure there's probably a menu and some buttons you can press to take you somewhere, or certainly some sort of map that's going to help. But for whatever reason, I got 60% through playing the game, knowing how to get maps up and all this kind of stuff. And I definitely I just remember looking around, there's no one around. And I remember thinking, I don't know how to leave this level. I have no idea where I'm going. So I've got the ability to get lost in a game, in a post-apocalyptic world. And I'm kind of like, I don't know what. So I ended up putting the game down, not finishing it. But I would love to complete it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a brilliant game. And I've never played like New Vegas or Fallout 4, so they would be on the list as well. But probably should finish 3 first.
Yeah, I'm down for that episode. Okay. I'll talk games.
Okay, we could do that next week then.
Oh, and that'll be great for when I apply for press passes to GameCon. Send that episode, and then everyone will be like, "Wow, he's a podcaster now."
Yeah. So, have you done that before? Got press passes to
I just did. I applied to New York Comic Con, and I said I'm Triple T and Wrestling Escape Pod.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to steal your clout.
That's fine. And would that work?
I figure if I go to a convention, then the next episode I'll probably talk about it a little. So.
Yeah, but would you be able to get the press pass? Do you think?
I have for just Triple T, but Triple T has been dormant.
Right.
And this is not.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very interesting. I mean, I would be fascinated to see what you'd come up with by going to another convention and whatever. You used to go a lot to like the indie ones, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I would imagine would be like the big boys.
Yeah, big boys, big boys. Oh my gosh, my heart broke. I don't know if this might be like getting me banned forever from it, but they sent out like emails saying, "Hey, we're gonna have this like this crew, the show, we're the PR people for it. Would you like to set up an interview?" So I got an email from TNT, and they were like, "Hey, AEW Dynamite gonna be in the house. Email us back if you're interested in interviewing John Moxley, Chris Jericho, and Nyla." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm interested. Playing it cool." Then they were like, "Oh, sorry."
What? Just out the blue, they said no.
Yeah, they said I got denied the interview request.
Why? Did they say why?
I don't know, Daze.
Oh, that sounded quite promising.
Yeah, like I got to interview the cast of CW's Charmed, the Dragon Ball Z voice cast, but I guess I don't know. I don't know what happens. Maybe I don't know. You know AEW, they show up in your chat, so maybe this time around.
Not after some of the recent reviews I've given them.
Okay, maybe that's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Hopefully that comes off for you in the future, because that could be tasty.
That would be, oh my gosh, could you imagine the exclusive Wrestling Escape Pod AEW interviews I'd be uploading to this channel?
That would be amazing. You did upload a toy hunt, didn't you? Worth just mentioning that before we say goodbye.
I did.
Yeah, and did you manage to find much stuff? I suppose people should watch it to find out, shouldn't they?
I did. You want to see what I got?
Oh, is this
I got
exclusive?
this bad boy.
Whoa!
I'm spending like 30 years to review it. It's going to be like a 2-minute review. I'm not going to go over articulation. I'm not taking off his shirt because I don't know. But yeah, I got my boy.
That's really cool, man. That's really. I didn't know you'd picked up Orange Cassidy. Yeah, I mean it's worth mentioning who it is for those listening along. Orange
True.
Cassidy, the AEW figure. Then that's a good little pickup. That is. I think that's a really cool looking figure as well.
I really like it. Yeah, it goes well with my other. I have one other toy in my domain, and it is a Wolverine X-Force action figure.
Okay. And what did you sell all your other ones, or what did you do? Are they in storage?
Do you know the store called Savers?
Hang on. You can't just spring this on me. Hang on. Here we go. I do know it. Yes, I do know it.
Yeah.
But they benefited.
I sold half of it and I donated the other half. So most of it I don't have anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. So if anyone was going to like a Massachusetts Savers a few months ago.
Yeah. You did well.
A year ago.
You did well.
They were getting some cool toys. I guarantee it.
Right. Well, we are an hour into the show. We are done as a result. So it's nice to know that next week, then it looks like it's going to be a video games. I think that could be a lot of fun. I'll try and find some interesting facts and stats about video games. And I'm looking forward to it because there's plenty for us to talk about. So anything coming up this week?
No, sorry. I just heard a really weird noise.
Can I just say as well? Can I just say I just saw Alexa Bliss Gamer saying Apple Podcast reviews. Is that there's no?
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Hold up.
Okay.
No one's sent in any new ones.
Okay.
It's a new month. Oh wait. John Cena, Alexa Bliss. 5 stars. Best podcast behind Alexa Bliss's Uncool podcast. I hope Tommy likes my edits. Tommy, how dare you declare yourself as the biggest Alexa fan? Also, Daze, I hope
I think you are. I think you are 100% the biggest Alexa Bliss flan. I don't think there's a bigger flan than you.
All right. Also, Daze, I hope you appreciate the Alexa Bliss gifts I am sending you. Send a picture of Alexa Bliss and Flan, and then we'll know who the true Alexa Bliss fan is.
Oh my God, you are the number one Alexa Bliss flan. And on that news, we will bid you good night and fare thee well. And we will be back next week with a video game special. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Bye for now.